Okay, good afternoon all. So let's start the session. Let's start with our first unit. The first unit it is related to applet. Okay, so what is the meaning of applet first? Can anyone explain? I think you have finished the fundamentals of Java programming with the applet subject, applet topic. So can anyone tell me what is the meaning of applet? Yes, anyone? Okay. So basically, the applet is like your when you are conducting. This is our HTML pages will be there. Okay, when you see any website, when you open any website, there you will see one HTML pages where will be there. So what is the meaning of HTML page? So okay, let's just go through the topics which we are going to cover in this unit. The introduction to applet, advantages and disadvantages of AWT, that is called as a abstract window toolkit. Then applet architecture. Then we will be seeing the HTML applet tag. Okay, how to insert that applet tag into our programs. Then how to pass the parameters through these applets. Then document base and get code base. Okay, these two commands are there. What is the use of that and how we can get the output of this? Get document base and get code base. Okay, then at the last point, we will be seeing the JApplets, the introduction to all these points, that is icons, what is the meaning of icons, labels, text field, buttons, combo boxes, check boxes, tap pins, scroll pins, trees and tables. Okay, so these all points are covered in the unit number 1. So let's start with the introduction part. So applet is nothing but it's like a HTML page. What is the meaning of HTML page? That is hypertext markup language page. Okay, you might have learned this. That is how to write one HTML page, how to insert the data into that, and how to remove or how to do the coding for the same. Okay, so suppose there is a one client and one server. I'm asking for some HTML page. Suppose I want to extract some page from the server, or I want to get some data website. Suppose I'm typing some website, and that HTML request will be sent to the server. Okay, and the server will send the HTML plus Java code as a in the reverse or the reply for that HTML request. Okay, so when these two are combined together, the HTML plus the Java code, then that is called as a applet. Okay, basically the applet doesn't contain the main program. So it will be there. This is a different language. Okay, hypertext markup language is a different thing, and there will be some small type of Java code will be also there. So together it will be sent to your client side. Okay, so and this Java code, it will run on the client server itself. Okay, so that code will be the application of that Java code is like that. It should run on the client side. Okay, so that is called as a applet. So let's see in detail the introduction about the applet. Applet is a special type of program that is embedded in a web page. Okay, web page का मतलब है that is your HTML page, to generate a dynamic contents. It runs inside the browser and works at the client side. Okay, so whenever you are opening any browser or any website, it will work at the client side. I will show you some small examples so that the concept will be clear, and so that the next point you will understand it easily. So if you see over here, suppose some this website I am opening over here. Okay, so whatever you see over here, okay, so these things are nothing but the your applet codes. Okay, so these types of messages or these types of advertisement has sent through the with your HTML page, and these types of ads, it will run on the client side. Okay, suppose same program, same website, if you open, that is javat.com, this is not a part of this website. Okay, the other content will be same. The drawbacks of published, what do you know? These contents will be same. Okay, but whatever these advertisements or whatever the extra pop-ups will be there, no? So these pop-ups will be, suppose this has come. So these kinds of things will be there, and these will be like your Java applet code. Okay, so these things doesn't belong to the main HTML page. They have come through the with the applet code, and it will run on the your client side. Okay, so if you come back to the PowerPoint, here you will understand that. So these types of applets are nothing but the Java bytecode plus the HTML page. Okay. So applets are small applications that are accessed on the internet server, transferred over the internet, and automatically installed and run as a part of the web document. Okay. So they those are not the actual part of the web page, but they will be run automatically on the client side. Okay. So that just Java code with that HTML code. So this combinedly together it has sent to the client side, and when it will come to the client side, the client will open the browser, these two things will run automatically. This Java code, it will run automatically on the client side. Okay, then that is called as a applet. So Java applets are one of the three kinds of Java programs. Okay, in that Java application is a standalone program that can be invoked from the command line. Okay, it could be a single, it is a standalone application. We don't want to send it through someone or with the HTML page and all. That is a separate application that are, in that way also we can run this Java applets. Or it can be an applet is a program that runs in a context of a browser session. So whenever if you open some browser, that automatically it will pop up, that code will automatically pop up. So that is also one type of applet program. A servlet is a program that invoked on demand on a server program, and that runs in a context of a web server process. Okay, servlet is another type of applet only, but it is a program that invoked on demand. Okay, it will not be by default, or it doesn't depend upon what type of history I have. Means suppose I had so there your AI/ML comes into the picture, that how whatever I have searched for something, suppose I would have searched for saris, so that's why those saris pictures were popping up over there. Okay, if you have search for something different things, no, suppose you are searching for some mobile phones, so automatically the mobile ads, it will pop up onto your screen. Okay, so whenever you open your browsers, those types of ads automatically it will come. So that is also one kind of applet. And the servlet, that is not automatic or not by default, that is on demand, and they are sending it through the servlet. Okay, that is called as a servlet. So how, what is the applet architecture? So this is a server host. Server means kya? So whatever the server, we are sending the request to the server, and we are the browser host. Okay, there will be one browser host will be there. So what is happening? Applets are the programs stored on a web server similar to web pages. Okay. When an applet is referred in a web page that has been fetched and processed by a browser, the browser generates a request to fetch or download the applet program, and then executes the program in the browser execution context. Okay, so what is happening over here? This is one server. First, what will happen? Request for my web page.html. Okay, this is me. This is my browser. Suppose I have opened over here, and I am sending one request to the server. Okay, so whatever the HTML page we are searching for, suppose some name I have given, my web page.html. So we have sent the request to the server side. Okay, now here the server, it will find it out. Okay, where is it that my web page.html page. So this web server is over there. Okay, and this my web page.html page, here it has that applet code hello world. So this server is there already. Okay, in that web server, the content of that page is already available over there, but with that HTML page they have this applet code also. Okay, so this my web page.html, it will be having some other documents also, other data also over there. And it will be having this applet code dot hello world dot class slash applet. So we will be learning all these things, so how to write the program for that applet and all. But this is the applet code, so it is executing both together. The browser content will be there, that HTML page content will be there, plus that this is like a extra thing they are sending. Okay, or we can send a complementary thing will be there, that is the applet code hello world. Okay, so what will happen? The my web page.html, it will come to our site because I had asked for that, and then it will send that hello world request class also, because it was there into this HTML page, applet code was there. Hmm. So it will send the, automatically it will send a request for that hello world class, and it will send that hello world also, and it will run, means in your browser it will run both, the HTML page will run as well as that hello world dot class, that applet will also run. Okay, so it's like extra thing you are getting with your browser. So what are the advantages of these applet? It works at the client side, so less response time. Okay, it will be directly, it is running on the client side. The server there means the browser thing or the web page, it will not be having those contents. It will be running automatically at the sorry, client side. It is secured. It cannot find sensitive data like users login name, email addresses, and etc. So these are just like extra popping up things are there. Those are means they will not be asking for all these things. That is, to it cannot find sensitive data like users login name. Those, though they are popping up in our screen or though they are available with our web page, they will not be accessing our like login details or login name or email address, anything. Those are highly secure. It can be executed by browsers running under many platforms, including Linux, Windows, Mac OS, etc. Okay, it does not means it is completely independent with respect to the platforms. Okay, whichever the OS you are using, it could be a Linux OS, Windows OS, or Mac OS. Whichever OS you are running on, you are using it, automatically these applets will run onto that. Okay, and then, but those though these things are there, what are the drawbacks of these applets? The plugin is required at client browser to execute the applet. Okay, so extra plugins are required. So some browsers, they don't allow these types of extra applets. They will just send the so it depends on the browser actually, which browser you are using. Google Chrome allows all these types of applets, so you can see these types of applets popping up onto the Google platform or Google Chrome. That Explorer or IE or anything. Some are not allowing, some plugins are required for that. So an applet cannot load libraries or define native methods. That is one more disadvantage. It cannot read or write files on execution host and certain system properties. Okay, so that will your advantage also and disadvantage also. So we cannot change it. There will not be any read and write options, will not be there. Just it will, as it is, it will run or it will show onto the your client side. An applet cannot make network connections except the host that it comes from. Okay, so it has just sent through the host server, so it will not be making any connections with the other host or with the client side. It will be just showing at the client side on the client browser. So, which are the different uses of these applets? So, applet provides sound, graphics, and animation in various forms and formats for web pages. Okay, so these all are the applications of the applet. You can make it, as I told you, it can could be an individual standalone program, could be there, or this is like a complementary thing. Just extra thing could also be there, or it will be like servlet. So there are three types of applets. You can use it as applet as a three different applications. So this is one type of example. Suppose you are entering the first number, enter the second number, you can do the addition over here. Okay, or it can be anything. Suppose you want to convert the euros into rupees. So just what do you have to do? Just to put the enter the whatever the euros do you want. Suppose I want to convert 100 euros. So I don't want. I just want to get to know that 100 euros का कितना rupees होता है. So just put the 100 euros over there. It will automatically convert and it will show you the output. That is also one kind of applet is there. Or these like academics types of applications are also there. Suppose R1 is this value, this circuit I have built, R2 is this value, and so how much is the I1 and I2. Okay, so the current flowing through those resistances R1 and R2. So it will calculate these things and it will show you the output directly over here, I1 and I2. So you might have seen these types of applications onto the net and network theory. Yeah, what did you study? Electrical circuits. Okay, in that you would have studied these things. Or this also the chess game. This also one application of the applet. Okay, so it will be automatic things will be there. So just you have to move, the program will be already loaded onto that. So whatever the moves are there, according to that, the other moves the computer will move accordingly. Okay, so that is complete programming is available over there. These are the uses of the applet. Now just go through the hierarchy of applet. How what are the means if you are familiar with the Java kind of thing, Java fundamentals of Java. So which is a main thing. So object is your main. So inside the objects there are the components. Inside the components, containers are there. So that is a part or subclasses of that. Then panel is a subclass of a container. Applet is a class subclass of a panel, and J applets are the uh, ba- it's a reverse way. Applet is a subclass of a applet, J applet. Panel is a subclass of a applet. So it goes in this direction. So applet class extends the panel. So applet class it extends the panel. So panel comes under applet, and panel class extends the container. Okay, and which is the subclass of the component, and which is component is a subclass of a object. Okay, so this is a hierarchy of applet. So all applets are subclasses of the all applets. That is a small applet. Okay, here that is a small difference is there. Small a and a capital A. So they have made this differentiation between these two as it is a case sensitive language. These are the two different things. Okay, applets and applet. Okay, so all applets are the subclasses of a capital applet. Okay, so all that comes under applet package, we can say applet package is there. Under that package these are applet classes are there. Okay, so thus all applets must import java.applet. So whenever we are writing the program, first step we should do that, we have to import this applet class, applet package. So java.applet, we should write this command, import java.applet. Okay, then applets must also import the java.awt. We will be coming back to these points. AWT क्या है, उसमें क्या क्या रहता है. Just we should know that while writing the program, we should write this java.awt also. What is the meaning of AWT? It stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. Okay, so that is a subclass of your means applet इसके अंदर आता है. So we should include that .awt also. That package also we should include to write the program of the applets. Okay. So AWT stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. Since all the applets run in a window, it is necessary to include support for that window by importing java.awt package. So we will be including this java.awt package. We will be including this java.applet this package also. So okay, so let's see. Okay, before writing the program, we should know the applet skeleton or life cycle of applet. There are 5 stages or 5 steps of this applet life cycle. So the first one is a applet is initialized. So क्या होता है, if you are opening any window or any website or any browser, so what will be there? Suppose I am opening that Google window. So what will happen? Suppose anything. Suppose I'm opening this website, okay, geeks4geeks.org. So what will happen? These applets, they will start, their initialization will start. Okay, as soon as you open that window, the initialization. So applet is initialized. So as soon, so that is the first step. Then applet is started. It will start running over there. So this the applet has started over here. Okay. The next step is applet is painted. अगर आप कुछ changes कर रहे हैं, so this is just for example. अगर उसमें paint कर रहे हो, or if you are adding some calculations, or do you want to do some as the previous applications examples were there, if you are running the chess, playing the chess game, or if you want to see that circuit how the current is flowing, so whatever it will run that. Okay, so applet is painted means whatever your application is there, that should be implemented over there. Then applet is stopped. So if you are not doing anything, if you are closing this window, so it will stop, and that will, suppose I am closing this, so this has stopped. And if I am closing this complete window itself, this browser itself, then that is called as a applet is destroyed. Okay, that is vanished completely. So these are the, this is the life cycle of the applet. So I think the concept is clear. So whenever you open any browser, this browser if you have opened, that is javatpoint.com, so you can see that some applications are, or some advertisements are running over here. Okay, so what will happen? It will be running. So first step is it will initialize. Then applet is started. Whenever you see that it is running over there, that is started. The app, see, there is something. Once you are in, you are here to stay. So this has started. Then whatever the execution is there, these are the general, like the random pop-ups are coming. If you are doing something, suppose something I am writing. Suppose So this application, this is also one kind of applet. Okay, so 1 euro ka matlab hai 88.65 Indian rupees are there. Suppose I am writing 1000 euros, so what is the value of that? So this is means when I am doing that calculation, it's running. Okay, then if I'm not doing anything, means it has stopped, and if I'm closing this window, means it has destroyed. Okay, so these are the 5 steps of this applet life cycle. So how to write it in the program? So life cycle methods of the applet. So first thing is the java.applet.applet. As I told you, the small a and capital A, these two are the different things. Okay, this is our applet programming. What that is our class, we can say, and it belongs to this package, applet package, small a. Okay, so we should import this. So whenever you are writing applet class, you should write that java.applet, small applet dot capital applet, which class provides the 4 life cycles methods, and java awt component class provides 1 life cycle. Okay, so that paint ka jo tha, that was a 1 life cycle method. So java.applet.applet class, for creating any applet, java.applet.applet class, it must be inherited. Okay, it provides the 4 life cycle methods of applet. So first one is the initialization. Suppose I want to just initialize the applet, we can write this command, that is public void init. Okay, init is a short form for the initialization. It is used to initialize the applet, and it is invoked only once. Okay, it will just initialize, it will be invoked only once. Okay, just it will appear and go. That is called as a initialization. When we will be doing programming in our labs, you can see all these steps. Then public void start. Okay, it is invoked after the initialization. First you should initialize, the second step is start. Okay, invoked after init method or browser is maximized. It is used to start the applet. Okay, if I am using, if now that window is minimized, right, I am not using any browser over here, this so what has happened, it is not started, it is there, the applet is over there, but as soon as I open that window, it will start working. Okay, it will start this. Then public void stop. It is used to stop the applet. It is invoked when the applet is stopped or browser is minimized. Okay. Now the browser is minimized. Okay. Now it is open. So it has started. If I am minimizing it, it will be, suppose if I am minimizing it, it has stopped. And it is used to destroy the applet. It is invoked only once. That is public void destroy. Okay, if I'm closing this window, if I'm closing this browser, it will be destroyed. So the initialization and the destroy, these two life cycles or these two steps or methods are invoked only once. Okay, initialize भी एक ही बार होता है और destroy also it happens only once. But the middle thing, start and stop, क्या होता है? It will be like if you are opening the window, if you are maximizing that browser, it will start. If you are minimizing that window, it will stop. Okay, so start अलग है, stop अलग है, मतलब initialization अलग है, start अलग है. Then stop means it will temporary, it will stop, and destroy matlab it will vanish, you are going to destroy it completely. Okay, so these are the 4 steps which comes under this java.applet.applet class. Okay, or isme if we want to do something inside this public void paint. Okay, in the first one we have seen this slide cycle method, that is applet is painted. So for that, if you are doing inside that applet something, then public void paint, this has called, this method has called. It is used to paint the applet. It provides graphics class object that can be used for drawing oval, rectangle, arc, etc. The shapes we can draw. I think this practically you have done, I think, in the last year, so the last semester, that is used to for the painting or for the graphics. So this is a simple applet program. Here we can see. So hello world program, save the files of the hello world. I will share the PPT also with you, or these programs also with you. Save files as a hello world.java. Okay, we have to save these files as a .java. So इसमें क्या करना है? First we have to import. As I told you, first import the java.applet, small applet dot capital applet. Okay, then import java.awt.graphics. So this will be used to invoke 4 methods, 4 lifecycle methods, and this is used to invoke the graphics method or the drawing method. Okay, so public class hello world extends applet. Hmm? So we are calling hello world class exchange applet. So you can change this name. Okay, this is the class name. It can be anything. It's not the hello world is लिख रहा है hello world का program है. That's why we have written the class hello world. This is just a class name. Okay, hello world. It extends applet. You should mention over here which extends applet. Hmm? And the public void here actually inside this hello world program itself we can first write all that initialize, then start, then this paint, all these steps we have to follow, then stop and destroy. Okay, so only that one which is required to write the painting that I have mentioned over here, public void paint graphics G, और यहाँ पे क्या लिखना है हमें hello world. Okay, so this will be printed onto the screen hello world. Hmm? And 20 by 20. Okay, I will come back to this point. What is the meaning of 20 by 20? I think that this is a simple program. Okay, we have not done anything, just the hello world. It should be come onto that applet window. Okay, now, what is happening over here? Just see. The above Java program begins with two import statements. पहला import statement क्या है? Which imports the applet class from the applet package. Okay, capital A का मतलब है that is our applet class. और वो belong करता है applet package से that is small applet. ठीक है? तो first हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया? Java dot small applet which is our package और उसमें हमारा क्लास है कैपिटल ए एप्लेट क्लास. ओके, सो वी हैव टू इन्वोक दैट एप्लेट क्लास फ्रॉम दिस जावा एप्लेट पैकेज. ये फर्स्ट स्टेप किया, so that we have to import. Then what is the next step? Every AWT best, that is abstract window toolkit applet that you create must be a subclass either directly or indirectly of applet class. Okay, so that's why we have to, so whatever we are going to write over here, that is this g dot draw string. So this will be, we can do it with the help of this graphics function. That's why we have to call this graphics class. This graphics class belongs to the AWT package, so we have to call that also. So what we are going to import over here, import java.awt.graphics. I think the points are clear. Then the next line in the program declares the class hello world. Second में क्या किया? This class must be declared as a public because it will be accessed by the code that is outside the program. Inside the hello world, paint is declared. This method is defined by the AWT and must be overridden by the applet. Okay, अगर next step क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे hello world का class define किया. The class should be public class. Okay, you are familiar with this concepts I think, private and public. So publicly call कर रहे हैं, public you are calling it outside the class. uh, बाहर कर रहे हैं तो public we should define, which extends the applet and overriding paint method. So public void paint graphics G. Okay, so again we are calling this public void paint. And if you see this applet, it doesn't have the main function. Whichever Java program if you write, it will start with the main function. Okay, but this applet, this function, the applet programs, they don't need main function. Okay, just directly import the libraries, import the classes, write the class function, and just execute it. Okay, so that is the advantage of this Java program applets. ओके, द पब्लिक वाइड पेंट ग्राफिक्स जी, इसमें क्या करना है फिर हमसे जी डॉट ये ग्राफिक्स जी जो कुछ भी लिया है, ड्रॉ स्ट्रिंग हेलो वर्ल्ड, स्ट्रिंग लिख रहे हैं इसलिए स्ट्रिंग लिया. ओके, एंड ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं इसलिए पेंट किया हेलो वर्ल्ड 20, 20. Inside the paint is a drawString function which is a member of the graphics class. This is belong to graphics class. This method outputs a string beginning at the specified XY location. Okay, तो इसका format क्या है? Void dot string. This we can say this is my syntax. So void draw string message double inverted में whatever the message you want to type you can type over there, and int text and int y. So what does it says? It's beginning at the specified xy location. So what is the meaning of that xy? X का मतलब है it will, we will see the output then I can सी, इसका मतलब है 20 So it the applet window will be there, some default size of that window will be there, that also we can change. I will come back to that point, what should be the size of that window. But here suppose some by default some applet window size is there. Into this 20 will be from this x axis, and 20 pixels will be from the y axis. So it will type over here hello world. Suppose आपको और भी बीच में लाना है, so you can increase this x size. Suppose I am writing 50, it will come around somewhere over here. And ऊपर से suppose 20 ही चाहिए, then put that 20 only. Okay, so x axis मतलब it's in the left side से कितना चाहिए, and y axis मतलब ऊपर से कितना चाहिए. Okay, distance, and that is in the pixels. Okay, so 20 by 20 का मतलब है it will consider from the left side 20 pixels and from the top side 20 pixels. Okay, I think this is clear. So in text and into Y, that is your syntax. So it will print the output value 20 by 20 hello world at the position 20 pixels from the left side, 20 pixels from the upper side, from the horizontal. So how to run that applet program? So applet program run ke liye, to run that we should use that Java C command. Okay. So after, unlike Java programs, applet do not begin execution at main function. Okay, I told you that main we have not defined anywhere, void main करके start नहीं किया था. Just import the packages and then write your the main program. So after you enter the source code for hello world.java, compile in the same way that you have been compiling Java programs. Okay, using Java C command. जैसे Java का program run करते थे, run option अगर आपके पास कुछ है तो, otherwise if you are running through the main that command prompt, you can use this command Java C command. Okay. However, running hello world with the Java command will generate an error because it is not an application. ओके, जावा वर्ल्ड का जो एप्लेट का जो प्रोग्राम्स है दैट इट नीड्स सेपरेट कंपाइलर और एप्लेट व्यूअर इट रिक्वायर्स. ओके, because it is available with only with some browsers, those who are allowing it. I think nowadays nobody is allowing with these types of browsers, so we should have the separate applet viewer is required. So to there are two ways to run this applet. So executing the applet with the Java compatible web browser. So those were the old web browsers. Those used to allow the Java compatible means Java applet ka. Yeah, nowadays everybody is using JavaScript. Okay, so we are so many of the browsers they are not compatible with the basic Java. So using an applet viewer, that is our best option. We can use the applet viewer such as the standard tool applet viewer. And once you open that applet viewer, you can see that applet window is popping up over there, and you will see the your object over or whatever you have written string into that. Okay, so using the Java enabled web browser, उसमें क्या करना रहता है? We have to add this applet tag. Okay, just below that applet program, you should mention that this is the applet tag. Applet code is equal to hello world, width is 200, height is 60, and then end that applet. Okay, width and height का मतलब है just I told you. Suppose इसका क्या size होगा? Suppose this window I want to see over here. Okay, so this window size, whatever the size do you require. Suppose here that this window size is different, right? Both the window sizes are different. So whatever the size you need, कितने by कितने का pixel का that pop window do you need onto that browser. So that also you can mention over here. Uh, so that width and height you can mention and then close that applet. Okay, so with that 200 by 60 pixels का वो window open होगा, उसमें hello world आपको दिखेगा. Okay, at which position do you want, that also you can mention 20 20 60 100 whatever it is there, you can mention that. Or with the help of applet viewer with Java source file. If you include a command at the head of your Java source code file that contains applet tag, then your code is documented with a prototype. Okay, this instead of reading this statement, I will show you here applet program with applet code. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो this extra applet code we have added. Okay, the previous program, this program I have explained to you, applet.applet java.awt graphics, or here the public class we have defined. The remaining program is same as it is how we have done before in the previous slide. here just we have added this extra one that is called as a applet tag. Okay, इसमें क्या होता है, applet code you should mention, जो कुछ भी लिख रहे हैं that is hello world, ये इसका नाम, क्लास का नाम आना चाहिए उधर, hello world, width 200, height 60, और इसके क्लास के अंदर जाएगा applet code, then it will call that hello world and it will consider we want to print this hello world at the pixels 20 comma 20. Okay, at that pixel value it will start printing that hello world. Okay, so we will see, as we can see, first compile the hello world java file and then simply run the below command, that applet viewer hello world. You can see this applet window is running onto your screen. Okay, so this is our applet program window output. This I have added, but okay, this is HTML applet tag. I think that we will see in the next class. Till here, I think all the things are must be clear. I have explained everything.